equal plus conversation. No, they say favor. Finance minister na ya cage no. Aha. I don't know for a fact there. But then I guess back can be kind but me nim I don't know say conversation has started in favor can Ofori Atta. Because me guess back over Hanra, which na some be kind no enya me asem or no anasem. Say can
Kosra obetra America.
O say can defense ni bi ni say wakacha American authorities say we gay.
Sadia na matina mintumi confirm me.
Okay, etino. Ghana for Zuti again, etino. MPP for no share that statistical conversation when see near tie aban so bam even though President Mama has stated in a position clear on this matter. But almost person revive that discussion, so that the American authorities, ya no more try their more muyo ken ba ye ben ebi ken ba ye ben ebi muyo na they are there. Yes.
This one could have worked under Joe Biden. Not under Trump.
Okay.
Trump you be on person obeti trumu.
Sa trumu se ya mon kan guy give
na me kan trumu. Trump you be on person obeti trumu. Enti say wa Biden kwa. Trumu nya adwuma wo ayi our Trump. Because Trump will say wo no ba beto Bible sama every family be on my Bible. Fakosi wo Trump so recognize only two sexes. Animu
any achire
nimina Texas nyina wanimu obi dia ye dua tensan wo obi dia nto nyame ama no eye wodro ana woma
eno a
wo se ba bi ni obi abiom antini say no na mp before be fa dia enya nka Trump mia ade na bachesia Trump trumu what are you telling me
obi
wa revival
ka kwasi
share
obi obeka se trumu wakọ America bia no ye wa
kwa nti onu no ba pini se aka so trumu
ya man ko fo
adantina no Ghana na yaka trumu no anka so ka ho obi e dwane
say hande no mompe
da bi na de no dwane
ala say no no obi now look obi a walk from Genesis to Revelation. Have you walk out? And when I'm saying I say
me no kan no
Bible
I was like maybe I don't know for a fact. Yes, I don't need the defense. But now no entokwana san sorry about Naka. MPP Manyuko minority in parliament or my press conference. Yes, almost say a buying we and opese of aquatic be no de yes our material and koshim the man koran. But you see Tetraman Pro where Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe time anana po yes kai column omuna eban kai column ya nakafo na ye but that krata we no history just say you prepare on record na nra you good fact check wo hanom omo prepare this document between 23 and 24 and former naka boss no omo not so no me distribution no si current one buy na dey be see anyden
distribute
even though almost your distribution last year, 25 no. But not that time, no. Now former Naka boss na revenue team for Joe, no a deputy minister of education.
I want to go far nearby.
No my distribution.
No my a trumusam no
echo. Yeti Matthew Opoku Prempe. We are
fantastic.
Yeti minority for so.
A very important matter, particularly for the youth in our societies. Indeed, the changing societal context characterized by the free flow of information, media pluralism, and the social media has necessitated the need for education systems to provide accurate information of sexuality education. We in Ghana have a guideline that I've shared with you that we see it as imperative if this nation should develop that sexuality education should be part of the curricula that we will launch this year in September, all the way from kindergarten to senior high school.
Okay. Comprehensive sexuality education. According to Napono, na MPP's government a deliberate decision taking on the new curriculum na ebano. One more year printer to na buying policy. One more at the buyer. Eti yabashena yentie minority no so kakra. One more so the one more the ababe boom call it for say the new Naka boss no. Professor Samuel Bequin. Say
So what the core teacher manual actually focused on The core teacher manual confined itself strictly to physical health, wellness, fitness, traditional dance, recreation, career pathways, basic health concepts grounded in biology and general well-being. This is what can be found in the 2024 teacher manual. Anything that the NACA tells you that it can't be found in the 2024 manual is false. And I have the 2024 manual here. When we are done, we'll share that with the media. Crucially, the core manual did not introduce identity-based sexuality frameworks. There was no introduction of sexual identity in the 2024 manual. Nothing of the sort. There was no introduction of a gender expression. Nothing of the sort. Sexual right was not also mentioned anywhere in the 2024 manual. There was no introduction of sexual pleasure as a right. There was also no introduction of protection from discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender. All these can be found in the 2025 manual. The definitions of sexuality, sexual orientation, gender expression, and sexual rights found in the current elective teacher manual are new insertions, not legacy content. So if anybody tells you that they are legacy content, they are lying to you. The facts are there for anybody to check.
Okay. Zolo.
No crow woman say me support the course ye go yehwehwe mu no. Ye go hwehwe mu na ye hu omo a ede sa books no eye dey echo out manual no. Search you ade aba ho.
Yeah.
Engine for joining the minority said ye wo mo wo ha sisi na ese omo nko kire tumutum anamboa
sanity
ana naka boss wo sisi anso ka kire se oba ye no obeto ye na ekodada ejidie ne betumi expose enya nhwemu. So I am for say ye nhwemu na mo ye nhwemu wie a o se ehu nipa wo tumi tina se troshe ade ni mu se ye nkonko ye saade no. You see, Chroma yam panacea because I did a crown of friend of him for person do by force. But you see, we cry is not the problem. Sa to business. What's your Chromoy? Cophobia Cambridge in the American system. Yeah, cause your money on school. Almost near net you, ye money woman. As a Ghana Mrano, I affect only the GES schools. Meanwhile, Trumu does not discriminate.
Not Trumu discriminating. Trumu. It doesn't, but
I hear some grana. Kwasi. Make ya bresono. Yeah, discuss it whether or not say or Bema ever done now say.
This is
how can we reduce ourselves to this?
Yeah, development. Yeah, koye nim.
And Nancy, you know, when you want to
Asha Nancy. Mimi hune nana mse uradi.
I'm not sure. Maybe I do say a practical.
Nancy say a practical
education. I am there. I'm a better. Number say the friends Sabiga, the body the Sabigana. Me kwakos ya hawa mene Sabiga betina. And the investigation. Na yentumen dread down. Near who were more de com. Na the Etinuade de Ebini who say, a Kufuado memo, they were always for Tumutum. And yes, I'm como Sabiono. I see. We have visit mine Casa Parliament, Agitum. Yeah. I'm here the Kotu Papa table so. Also on side.
No, I'm
quite. Or sick.
I'm going to be here too.
Was it
the singer?
Labi dama refi.
Wapamo.
Ye no. Who say? Oh la la. Ye parliament approve. And this is nam kwanso iba. And no man be dia to can say war be time. Whoever.
Bible me
transmits.
And no can say what is obi dey court.
Was say
it's more fancy.
And no ye. Woman no ye.
Was
sponsor. Was what?
O man pedi just o hwehwe.
Okay ye kra no na sade no kra nya maso. And you know, yen because I said, Trumu de yen. Be brave, Trumu. What are you talking about? Be brave, Trumu. I'm more home because I'm going to excuse my life.
Why is it farm to all?
And Massa, Ghana, this is not the time to be talking about this. We are moving forward. na say wonya bibia won safoa wonya sempa nka ko gina TV ho and you don't even go back to read what you said during those days na say napo de on the no shame den napo 6 months was 1 year so ko advice no ko ware young girl no mo da so ho de
Minister in charge of education, Haruna Idrisu said, if I wanted to be politically mischievous, I would say that this teacher's manual was not produced under my era. Haruna Idrisu so aba ono so den dia babeka ho.
Enye nyina ne se fam no twa no kwa jeso no. Ye bombo investigation.
Enti ebo backman there, wa besra me wo happen wia. Oba PAMPASO back.
Yes. I know.
Oba PAMPASO back last year.
Only lawyer.
Lawyer they are no part there no. Lawyer so aba. But me monitor bia.
Ye kwa petition. Obo yes abuku no.
Yeah, investigation.
Oh yeah, we need to investigate petition. Yeah. And it will not end say investigation. We will call for their prosecution.
I see. Because
but as in solo as in
fantastic.
So onye Akufo-Addo nche yendura
ana lawyer mra
Akufo-Addo nti na o bebe ye osisi an so Akufo-Addo o sign as in a
nke no
on sign dey no ni na tuma mo wo nti mo say o sign ya nti asem nche onye issue o chere Akufo-Addo all one is bound to happen
Akufo-Addo nzeba o ye no your problem okwa so nzeba wan ye so your problem Akufo-Addo na kasa o your problem
Of course also how to manage problem.
one more your problem. What if you power so more? Why you so or your problem? Why Parliament is siege na no. Yes. I don't know. I sent it to the bill and
nobody
will have the audacity to put in that in. That's true.
That didn't want to be answered. Was it is bound to happen? Was it for
and we shouldn't repeat such mistake again.
Yes.
To
make somebody like Akufo-Addo president. Solo, I'm a custom there. Nyanko Ponsi David.
Yes.
Or a man after his own heart.
Yes.
Onumpo wamo wensi Templar man. Akufo-Addo. David Mpo. Nyanko Ponsi Mercy Temple. Na Akufo-Addo. Hey.
That temple.
Na we sure say na we sure say nyame ka che Akufo-Addo so temple.
No promise to God.
Na we be but me before say there is even a bigger mistake here. So see the biggest mistake is the biggest mistake is impeachment, yes.
Okay.
I'm telling you, because what the key never no take here, no, Obe president, also can threatens. One, also be faithful to Ghana.
Faithful to Ghana.
What HSI? So be faithful to one the ideals of Ghana.
Yeah.
We're faithful to Ghana for principles.
Yeah.
We're faithful to Ghana for values.
That's true.
Ghana for values no true and if clearly no, oh, people are matter to say clearly no, sumptuously no, open say, oh, block the attempt to advance Ghana for values are. One, who the galam say be counter things are. They bring 137, 137. If I be 137, 136. Yes. Na ye nya kukudro
unclear and free.
What do you mean clear no?
Fatum na was I can say when pitch president yes say we free flow. It means I want take step no. Na say who say me solid be oka. Yeah. Say I just say expunge. One of the ways of we could have achieved that is asterisk. Okay. And then so a chima be say Argentina na ko do ko din asterisk and down na ya footnote. Say obe blockade true. And until blockade an attempt to prevent trumu
or support two or support two or sim bema hey na unya bema fa tuano o background unya ba na jani na media man no dani no na fa tuano
na change na change because sabook no sana o so change the definition of obema
yes
so o can by so no person see we say o can Bible Romans 1 or say senipa udu state be find reprobate reprobate so we do state as one proper answer nyankopon ka say ejaiwo Emma oval desires into no for them bema empe in baby. Imba empe maybe. Obema bepe obema. So now your president no do reprobate state. Oh, and I don't know. Young Kai say party called on Mutsans or what share your ma, you go for a reprobate president. Now no reason we fake a musu.
I will be some fake
musu.
I don't believe this.
Familiar spirit. Some family let's be careful. Let's say no evil. So something come from any adore I family bia. And a home so na the dog always say that's not gonna for bio money. Gonna for you moon forget about I didn't MPP no I know I say wo me. Say, oh, I'm the parent, but now when you say it was with I ain't coming. It's not me, you know, to say it was with Panama here. Sana acquire MP before. Oh, moon forget about Tomo, say UP and a good spread. You can a good spread. Moon Braho. Don't forget about a number say, I know the UP show.
January. Final nail.
Hey, they will come together. Now, Baumian the Bamano.
And I know that you go come to Babana. I never go. Brian wouldn't a car walk before the Senator. Now, we are my price on 0.5%. Over Kennedy took a crack at that will be Yaba. No, what about the and some of us will go away. I don't tell you, sir, LGBT are Mokadia. Obian send a pony and call for the Sabu, your one a coffee mine. In Tim for John Macas, Muni Reverend in Flint. So I don't know already beat him on 1 2 Reverend or the beat. Reverend, no one.
I say, I'll go preach us or cry in the Facebook Live.
Now, guys, last one in the bed didn't trust play
me about the
and crying can once a movie. Now that's all, a friend, Reverend. And it's your no winning friends. Papa, wait,
you're fucking over at detention in here. Ambassador, yeah, Ababe can say, almost try, say, and come back on a caja. Woman could in common support be all the more. One more dear man, but I say, the old man listeners know. Microphone is here.
I've been starting. What's the lawyers in New York?
The lawyers in New York.
I didn't say was it every lawyers background now.
But you say Ken Wahanam now, you feel so on your medically no on your fit. Even you got to a point, not to send a new crash. Emma, you can say, Enka, Wunya, a Jumanim, no bin to us. And was say, Aquada, or say, Papa Bed, Janaba Hobra. But ice for the enemy say Oma confirms say medically no he's fit and the issues are bad no then I'm for the government say it's about time I say it me extradition on the Adenaba it you can detention no ice immigration ayo
because you know woman say so man penny what do you be kusi nanai yawa manonia to say Victor Smith, yeah. It means a man penny nankasa.
Yeah.
And to your friend, His Excellency. What it means in a Abra can offerata rejected. So be whom Victor Smith, a man penny, my man were rejecting straight. And a extension, why rejected Ghana? So very simple. What you say Ghana and on yen, I just over you. By yet, you no Ghana for anything, apart from your cash beer or more chess, I couldn't know. So what trail America also shall you know wouldn't want to cry okay.
Come back, yes, Gamma.
Would you run here?
Don't call the baby.
Would you Upa on tray or America was a classima coming way? Ebiwaha, 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 Ebiwako Giadia, near Danasi, near the Nacha America for Obakruma didn't obey. Any Bible and Obiku to a man, any white. And nothing on mine is a bra. Na ye no niano ye nhwehwe nsem no ye sha ahye we omo ne lawyers abie hu se papa no wan hwe a ohu no kura se obewu achi adamboa
yeah that was the picture I want paint my
obi a onwu ye no ho ade mo bo no wutofo ananya me hwede wo se bia ne nioma ice ekopike no ice for catch re say o ye medically fit for detention. Yeah. Now detention I fit can a plane the onya fit.
Oh, nimpano.
Fe kura keke.
Oh, na man impano, mun impano. Oh, anu achina mi wa Mugabe wa impano ni bi unse Mugabe so kada prison. Enti wase ko e won okay, the three do. Say ya na ni ko ya. Say ha mi wa. Enti wase ha unya mi impano bi da. We na ko da so.
I see so mafa. I saw before immigration. Yet to Ghana, yet tirum yesu so we dear bonny. Yeah. Ukodu America so could you move much. See FBI shouldn't why they ajim. Not just say Papa be crack can as immigration expert in a mark in a basso. Oh, see a revoco or visa. A chest what the bonny dream be. Okay. So yes, visa and just some and yet just a visa no
revocation.
The omo patch and say was said the dream be who. Wa America ho
since July.
So tia se a omugu so omo ye de omo hwensem eno nti no so ne Ghana for crying de enkasa ye problem so ne enkasa emu on mo the Herald newspaper the assembly to ga now I'm beginning to think say no kre so mampani Akufo-Addo ene o mampani John Mahama ekasa say Ofori Atta ba o say ase mu nyojo no now I'm beginning because so wo lawyer woni attorney general ekase so Kenny Bar, Mube Twitty, that was a useless, catch any attorney general. Yet, you grow a kangaroo. Akufo-Addo 1.224 ministers. Because a Musena, Omwenya issue.
Former President Kufuor, the finance minister, so we in administration.
No, former President Kufuor, Nakasa Crachele. Akufo-Addo no Kranwa, what 2 Amana on ground and groom. One was also quite social media for said the chief. Mills
Mahama part 1.
Obia
finance minister.
Now, we want to make Grana when he goes to an Ukrainian man Bela.
From that before they set
appointment.
Yeah.
So, would you have gone?
Osafo no finance minister.
Now, would you obey your be a ya, or say, Yen, I am Tonyo Monfro. Adea, Yenya, why you bet it? Who cares about you?
Massa, I did back where I am a time, and it's our Frank Davison.
Frank
Davis, so we're Tiaki to me.
I'm Titan from
Master Obia, Pesa, or Pay Attraction Biana. Ni tietiano aya ni voice ene na tietiem because what tiem an ye behu wo na bibre no ahwe ya hu so no ento wo kam no kan sam mfaso ani so that wani
why say Zakios
anka me da minimo me Zakios what me kan sam say man machina
enyo no kwa na eka e se a ye the position of the MPP
yes Matthias
Richard Ahiagba ka bi kire me e wo show so say wono a he will go to every land say makenema
yeah.
You know the reason why. And you can interest. No, we're referring for who is that size Ken in Ken.
But the point is that the longer Ken stays in America, the better it is for the United Party.
Well,
yeah, crowded, yeah. Yeah, now who MPP wait by a campaign with Kroma, what corruption in 2028. Abra Bomutu, Kenny, AGG, yeah, why me further? Now Real Madrid for me further, my friend Fernando Redondo. One in a check.
Chicha passes.
What chicha passes? What chicha corruption money? And to the on trail, yeah, here no
it's Makenma.
On your so ma.
Oh, that's what man said. Lord, you need to
Some no simple.
Lord, you need
Ghana force there fast. Some simple. Say can say or rumba.
Yeah.
MPP rumba power.
That's it.
It's as simple as that.
What do you tell?
So long as Ken remains abroad, MPP remains in opposition. But that doesn't mean that the catching by MPP must come back.
Okay, the number of years somebody do opposition. Okay. But ne kro no sika kro na akọ no ehun ye be hwese munye de.
But ebia oba ne enema so be bie. Etebia se na okay. Ne ba no nya guarantee MPP should come. But oba na enema so
Obama MPP 1 years in opposition. Why more?
Eta ho PDS eta ho. Cathedral yin sem wono so. 52 million be am free tax account.
She say offshore
no
offshore there offshore this what's or your mind boggling.
And what
what's on the money involved that
I see.
These people what is can go playing them no what's Guyana. Yes Guyana.
And a PDS shareholder. PDS.
So
Zikano way.
The person who first of all.
Yeah.
What was the business for say? Yeah, it was a Ghana company. And I'm saying more than my private book.
Yes.
So what was the basis
for
for in China?
That's what we have.
And probably are involved in a tape be a PA, you know.
Almost 95%.
But his excellency John Amadu, and yeah, just
but
the principle of probity and accountability are one of the backbones of this democracy. Because ECG in Ghana property. Yeah. What was the basis for say composing some guy? Yeah. Wo yo me. Some guy. It is say una composer. I didn't be composing you can for the
very careful. Communication ministry. Because me can opposition. Yada so opposition. Most more opposition, and then you kafa can give you. Smart in Fraco, and then you can. As and then you kafa. And see a moody aquacoma can give you also as one was physical.
But revenue assurance said okay. Make the current minister.
Yes.
Temana Esla Hono. Osla Minimum.
Yes. And Janet. But
Obey me who
table manners. Salon
Obey me who
table manners.
I said, you don't speak when you are eating. On candy, no, nothing.
Can ask him, say a bodra.
Yeah,
say a could fibuma. Nankofo in sweet to one. Because a bona papanizine, she banks so collapse one. Apart from institutions now was suffering individuals. Yes, stroke. On your banks, on your banks and banks and signers are called DDEP. When you we Obi aye damazi na owie ya ama ebusuan wa hwe won ejepaze ebusuan hwe won obi a o ma ebusuan ozizi aye damazi na awie mama ka asem cheko Cape Coast me fi
okay
UT Bank building na wo mo country Cape Coast country wo go UT Bank wie in do you know the power occupy ya Data Bank
ai
ana da hono
Data Bank no occupy UT Bank one building wo country Masa tanko ni nchenwa tanko fitu ni nchenwa tantry
UT for
yes UT
omugu no
no wie no na Data Bank occupy that for Cape Coast
na the one kind japade
it's actually bana papa no wezie hu apart from a wizina wa kodo no a bonus desi ankranko na busuan institutions such a person you know he represents MPP
yeah
in fact he represents MPP so he is the shame of MPP
kind of react
oh yes he is the shame of MPP when his name is mentioned he represents shame so shame onto MPP one in the bay one na waka fan bay inche osaya koto or akoto sai na chose all the finance minister
samum
yes who does we one man monetary evaluation who does we know who does we there as a ranking member why you did that
he was minister of finance minister of state in charge of finance.
No,
deputy minister.
No, me in opposition. Why the power? Why the power?
You are right.
Ranking member.
He was
on no kasa ya church economy mama talk telephone adwinum. E wo wie ya. I'm nkwafu nyina ranking funya need to wunu nya as one minister Samuel.
Akufado ka say Ken temana MPP opposition on na why ya back cancer ma enyim nsampa Ken onye minister former minister because this ka waka mo je wo wie iskari bi ayo dem iskana 2000 iskana na o di see one fire campaign no was Akufado o take over the power take over the party
2008 there no sikana was the man no fire campaign no one for them 10% in fire campaign dem iskana o di see o take over MPP
wow
Yinyi sampa when people. Mo na ko jiska Ghana mas yinyi nyina. Ghana must go was kura nyina yinyi nyina. Sika what do the destination be ayo. Wow.
Campaign sika.
Yeah, you no kura nyina. Can of anta come kura.
Kromfo we are kromfo.
Enti papa no. Abura wa bon. Yeah, one pay one sama. MPP for unje useless press conference no one. No one press conference papa ko there. Today Ghanaians we are telling you you go US. You ka for number. No, woman na young Jumna for pay will go Ghana and any masses. Sala, make sure that this is a little corner a Ghana. About you, tutu. Yes.
I'll be grand on mobile near some to move state, Papa overstate.
And run over there.
It's a can is it? Can not some say can't. Also, they can ye. Papa. Infantini basin there, where's the money a meme? Se Fanti kado obiezi oman emima chere wa bomusu kase asopa kase pa nti enyu bi no se adwen DDP ho
yeah
nkofo wuwi mo yon point there this is where the catches awu ewi oman sika ma oman economy no wa bofom iwie no amfase kan iwie ni bi amfa nhye economy no mu wonjira na mo na wa ye djuma legitimately wa ye djuma there oh mo 60 years ah muntumi ye djuma bi nti mi tie de musika na muntuma hwe ma ye djuma bi wa mo za hwe mo aka penta mamawu wona once ke legitimate no I would say bom afa as a fixed problem I will create it by stealing from the national coffers. You see the problem. Now such a person no sorry mba the party fu o send there one Ferrazi a Japan message onu put otuma kuma the Ghana ha there's no law there say ye juma we are there accountable to the people. Hey that is the mentality of MPP say we yeah na se chan you know
no lose the election no
second
onim no obesiwo be campaign o be chasing go won say o person be fa last one aka o we onya accountable to anybody e do o na wi
and they wrap up
it's wrapping up no ma kan you there asem no tietia corruption cases no doso
ye dey say ta o
Maria kan you there Ghana fo say butumi ya solve corruption cases no doso na Yemen people in stay opposition for a long time. And then in time, if you funa where your money is can, you're jail wuna ye jiskan, you're jail no ye jiskan. Ama ochinabi obi prime minister and that oboslo. That's a them say boskema ochinabi oboyem dem bi. Say yan dem na say jawan. Mawoko. Okay, afanyo makina. Oh, double salary. You can catch a president today unje monka. To suggest there, and you also want to why you want to win down or scratch my back, I scratch your back. Yanjin tum, a pair visibia, young tosso visibiado. Chinatum jelly, no so bad, no so over watch. I tell you about some people about you, some people have a call. Yeah, of course.
We are credible.
Yeah. Papa no, young for this democracy do near first say or money. Honorable, there. And I want everybody to listen to. In fact, they send it to me. Yamin Pengu. It will never be my wish for this government to fail. Because when the government fails, the people suffer. So in the most unlikely event that this government fails, do you think MPP should be alternative?
No, that's what I'm worry.
Because I should bono wuzi. Na say bibi na say enka phone baby o. Hey. Amunano. It's just you be say you abi papa.
I see.
Yan moto Ghana first.
It
is say microphone guy me na be say Ghana go to na opposition or attack opposition. Na say mam church room. NDC a competitor. MPP so a competitor. Young competitor were two. A call Ben obese Ghana. And a kusuri Ghana he. One of the attacking. Young attack boy Ghana ye ninja mo say Ghana na. No.
Whether you are in government or not, we are competitors.
Yeah, competitors. Yeah, competitors. Into my I was saying na ye come asap. Nya more yam message ni ye na be kan wasap. On ori ye ni ye. And so the Bobo Nabado, no mum ya catch and on your mom.
Yeah, now, boy.
To whom much is given,
Much is
expected.
expected. It's simple and straightforward. Opposition, you know. Who we are more and son who about a credible opposition.
Yes.
No one real opposition now. Abandon no opposition.
But I only credibility on to make it
exactly. And we are more. No, we are more and son about
over $50 million. I could not watch it. And it's all my penny, most forensic in a paper, 13 for African games.
Yeah, and also a serious. So,
no bar. Swear, say 13 for African games. Forensic audit in a bar. A good former the bitches for the neighbor. You mark it on the wall.
A good former.
On the chase for the you watch it.
13 for all African games.
Serious.
Yeah.
$3.6 million.
No.
What do you hear? This
Accreditation tax.
Wife.
And the person is so feeding woman.
I'm feeding you for 2,000 something. A Bible, we feeding multitude. We would feed here. Come to Ghana.
$50 million.
I want to know watching your PC. Ethiopia for Mudia PC.
Countries in the Brebe can say, woman can say, and a feed woman at least.
Yes,
and it's kind of fine. That's $15 million, and yes, can you for 2 weeks?
What did you watch it? Now, over
internet go service.
Rafa, can detention we enough? Yes, sorry. Not that they are assembly. And that's how Obaka can say, well, Ombra, Obeba, that day Obeba, no, you know, white handkerchief. That can't be bagana. White handkerchief. Now, that's what they okay, as a matter of football penalty, you guys say no. Yeah, I'm not for Cocheno. You see, won't acquire.
I don't come and start to move for it's
a massa. It's when I could draw. It's a massa. It's when I could draw. I can say, young channel, dear Mra. Says Obi Besumwa, a holding accountable. Will it be? So two things. One, our party, what show consistently say, or no. The values no and the old chasing the old chasing no and yet Ghana interest or non-interest. Okay, let it be Omo legend. Some people Omo legend. One of Omo legend pano or the BJ Darucha. Yeah. 208 or Tro. I'm patrol true. Yeah. To we can watch Tro. Tama ura. Ya lanchamante. Yeah. Now oja we nyenja no or Tro letter. Say on the kekonun kwa emomonje Alan back. No kadintia. I say Alan show say the Ghana to. Yeah, the MVP to no ma. For Ghana. Enutino the values no values are aligning. It clearly MVP there's one thing clear about more values. More values no here. Yenti cool. On. Yenya to me. That's to me. And Jessica and say any value. So that one. People who didn't hear your bread last 8 years. And now also it was on Kobe. Yeah. And I don't need almost no, almost they don't give at the end. We do within. And almost so feel say for whatever reason. Say I just almost Ebusiano and a year say royal family of Ghana. No almost every for new week. Almost yeah, and almost every for no we come dream Sebio.
New blue force.
No, friends me Santino. Oh, and into shop meet we beat you. Also, send or is it Pini? Okay, no, is it Pini? No, so meet we beat you, and what can we beat you? And what you do because of mobile, no, young Kaiser, I did my drum in tears here. Because after 2015, you're quite no. Yeah, on my year, public management finance. Yeah, finance manager. Say, Yanyamra. Massa can overata. Ogu bank serious the way nyina. Our president Ogu bank president on the friends the flavor in town. That's true. President say the flavor in town. Or finish banks, the finish at finish it. Or when you're no, this see Ghana for so. Or beat Ghana.
what do you say? Nya a show. We realize as if for a second prayer house member. Ha! There Obebano, and not just enough, say Oba. You see, I just say it me make it sound the signal loud and clear. Signal 1 to MPP. Say, listen. Most of my marriage, some of them in what looking at yeah, drink and home. Into no obey them, obey come raso. Yes, second signal to a Japan Mesa. Say, contrary to what he said, no, your constitution. Say, one of the fundamental principles underpinning your constitution, property and accountability. You want Emra, say a friend saying, costing financial laws to the state, and all these things. He said there is no law. I just say it means send a signal to him, and in the chamber. Oh, I've only been that can bet you said you by the time you say on best opposition check. They be on opposition check. But they say fake hole. Fake. Evil spirit. Now open on evil spirit. Etna. Open on evil spirit. Etna. Hey. Open on virtual members. Etna. In the party, I just on better opposition. You be yeah, good spirit. Yeah, you never try. You never try. And I have to Ghana first.
Obi the suggestion, but say and Kapana for we yempe time ne repeat you. Anti lawyer appear Dankwa Director Liga UP Plus Ebo Backman Communication Team member UP Sanso and Honorable Amadu Sorogho, I board chairman national